Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is episode 13 of our Timberborn playthrough. If you guys are new to this series, definitely check out some of the older videos. Consider subscribing to stay up to date on this series and others. And as always, leave a like and a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. Really helps with the engagement on the video so more people can see it. And we'll go into a quick recap and then we will go ahead and get into the game. Okay, episode 13. So we are here in Waterworld, our homage to Kevin Costner's fantastic movie, Waterworld. We can debate it in the comments. Let me know in the comments, is Waterworld a great movie or not? You guys know which side I'm on, obviously. I love Waterworld. But seriously, let me know what you guys think. If you guys think it's a terrible movie, you're wrong, but we can discuss. Anyway, in the last episode, we established Waterworld. This is going to be the home of our new massive water storage area. At least it's going to be much bigger than this, and hopefully it will alleviate some of the issues that we have with stuff drying out in the area. But for now, we need to let our dynamite supply recover a little bit. Now we are going to still do a little targeted dynamiting through here, but for now we're not going to be doing the massive dynamiting, at least not right away. We will still do dynamiting, don't get me wrong, but for now we're just doing targeted dynamiting. See, targeted. We are going to come in here. We are going to destroy our ability to pump water just for a little bit, because we are going to be deleting this dam so that we can, again, do a little targeted dynamiting. Why don't we come in here and we can get them to plant a maple right there. Okay, and I want to get this done as quickly as possible because I really want to put those dam pieces back in, or I guess in this instance they'll be floodgates. But that's gonna be important to get those back in. Now I don't know. I would love to put like a beaver statue there, but I don't know if I can get away with it. So for now, we'll leave that be, and we will go ahead and speed up time with our 24 vacancies. That is egregious. Completely. And I just don't know if I have enough population. Like, is that the problem? That I just don't have enough population? So in an effort to fix that, we'll add population. So be it. So let's see. I'm going to need some paths in there, and then the question is, how do I reach them? Something like that. Path, path, path. And then let's see. I put some stairs in there. Would have to come out to there to be able to get up to there. Path around. And then how do I get up to the next height? So if I come out here, yeah, I could do something like that. That would work. And then we could go into well-being. I could get a shrine right there. And obviously a shrub right there. And that'll allow me to expand my my population a little bit more. I mean, I don't really know why that's such an issue. Okay, we're down to 17 now. We're getting there. We're getting there. Let's see how we're doing on the dynamite in this channel. Should have to go down just one more level to make that even. And we should have this dynamite in here, as well as down here. So we can do a little bit more targeted dynamiting there. Get rid of that. You can see what this is doing. It's dropping the whole water level in here, so we really need to move quickly with regard to our dynamiting up here. So I just wanted to make sure that I didn't prioritize that, because I want this to be the priority so that we can get the floodgates in there. So let's go to our triple floodgates and get those built as fast as possible. We might lose... No, the potatoes should be fine. I don't know. They only live one day without water. So we'll really have to get these built as quickly as possible to bring that water level up. The maples will be totally fine. We're probably going to lose a bunch of these potatoes. The carrots should be okay. I'm really not sure. Potatoes might, they might not make it. But that's okay though. We can always plant new ones. So we can go ahead, delete some of this stuff, so that we can continue our targeted dynamiting of the area. Get this completely flattened out. Okay, so let's keep this going. Now, in Waterworld over here, I do want to come down here and get these trees cleared out as well. I just want to get the whole area kind of clean for what we're going to do. So I'm just going to build some paths there, and then we'll mark all of those for removal. And I really don't want to dynamite this out, but I'm kind of thinking about it. Kinda. I think it would be kind of cool. Kind of cool to do. I don't really know, though. One thing that I do know... So I have one vacancy in there. That's okay. I'm going to bring that down to 4. One thing that I do know, though, is that we are going to need builders' huts in here. So let's get something like that. And then how do I want to lay these out? So I could do them there and then mirror it. So I'll need, so that will fit one, and then we'll have a path coming in. And then my second one. So I want something like that with a path running through the center. Let's just clean these paths up. Like that. And then I can actually come in here and clean up all of that because I don't need those anymore. Actually, I probably do if I'm going to be dynamiting, but it's fine. It's fine. We will we'll figure that out when the time comes. So let's get some builders' huts in there. I'm going to place these on... Actually, I'm going to place these ones on higher priority, considering that's like all they're going to do in this area is build stuff for now. And let's come through here. Let's get a little bit more dynamite laid in there. And in this district, how are we doing? Yeah, we got unemployed beavers for days. See if I can grab that. There we go. And I honestly, we might want another large log storage in here. So I might place it directly across from this one and get a large pile in here because we're almost full on that one. And I just think having tons of logs would be a good thing. So let's get all those removed and let's get that built. And then this will store logs. This does need gears. We should have some gears. Not enough, I don't think. But that's okay. They'll bring more over. Over here, we got pretty decent amount of... What was I going to say? Water. Which is good. Our pine trees have not grown yet. But then after they grow, it'll take them a week to produce 2 pine sap. But that's okay. However, this is going to mean that we are going to need a distribution post. So I might put that in right there. It kind of fits really nicely over there. And actually, before I do, let's go ahead and get a pointless beaver statue right here. Pointless beaver statue decorations. And then we can get a shrub right here. And that way when we fit the distribution post in, it'll fit really nicely and the decoration will already be there waiting for it. Oh, awesome. So our triple floodgates are built. They are now storing tons of water. Doesn't look like we lost the potatoes, but I don't know. They could have just replanted them while I wasn't looking. They are tricksy like that. Tricky beavers, you know? Always doing things behind your back. Let's get a little bit more targeted dynamite in here so that we can just get rid of this altogether and then move on to squaring this off. That will be good. Maximum water storage. Okay, so now this is done. And I'm kind of wondering whether I want to dynamite off at least some of this to kind of give myself a flat, like level pad to work with. I'm kind of thinking yes, because I want to store a lot of water. And with that being the case, we're going to want to build up somewhere to store explosives. So we can store it there. And this will be for explosives. And let's go into one of these. Let's add a new route. We are going to send them explosives. Now, what is our limit over here with regard to explosives? 20 and 50 is the max. I'm okay with that. We can go with 20 and 50. 20. I'm going to do, yeah, 20 and 50. That's okay. Actually, I'm probably going to need a lot of explosives over here, so we'll go with 100. 20 and 100. Okay. So if we are going to dynamite this off, it means I'm going to need these stairs back. So might as well add those back in. And then let's get the dynamite going. So if I come here, I want to dynamite that off. That means I want to dynamite that off as well. All of this dynamite was added in. Perfect. And now I'm actually going to build a temporary levee right there so that I can actually delete off the end of this and reconstruct it in a better way. In a way that's going to suit our purposes a little bit better. So that will be good. Let's see how we're doing for water storage. Yeah, we got 6,500. Man, we were doing great for water storage. I would love to be able to max that out before the next drought. Although I think now we have tons of water in here, which is really good. Okay, so now we can finally start to back this off and get this dynamited out, although that can go. There we go. So we can get those dynamited off. That's the last little column right there. Then we can carry this over as a bridge. And then we could probably carry that one over as a bridge too. No reason not to. I don't know why we wouldn't. Although one thing that I do know is that we could fit another water pump in here. Like that. That will work. Let's get that in there. Detonate that off. Yeah, perfect. Okay. And why are these not connected? Ah. That should do it. I actually built these one too high, which means I could even get another platform up here, but I don't think I need it just yet, so I'm just going to leave that for now. I'm going to leave that the way it is. Okay, and now let's see how we're doing for explosives. We have some in reserve, and we're getting this dynamited off, which is good to see. Okay. So now the dynamiting will really begin. So I'm going to keep a path there. And we're going to dynamite this out. I'm going to dynamite it one in because I want to keep that path there. So just so that I know that, I'm going to build a levee there. Just so that in my mind, it queues it up. And I'm just going to put that on lowest priority. But we can start to dynamite this out. And then why don't we also kind of square this path off, just to make it a little bit easier to lay the dynamite. We're going to want dynamite in there. And then also going down that whole way. And where are we going to... Do I want dynamite here? Yeah, probably. So let's fill that with dynamite. And we'll put levees in like that. Yeah, that will work. That will work. So let's get that dynamite in there. I wonder if we're going to see people coming from over here to dynamite over this way. That would be pretty funny. I wonder, actually, if I brought a path over, would they be able to reach? Because that would be pretty cool. Yeah, they can. Very cool. But anyway, we will just continue with our building project. And that's going to be huge water storage. It's basically going to be this entire area. And it's going to be really deep. At least in my mind, it's going to be really deep. Let's just drain all this water. We can go ahead and delete that, actually. And then we can delete all of that without any issue. And I would love for them to be able to gather this stuff. So let's get those built first so that we can go ahead and gather. And I'm actually going to prioritize the gathering of all of those because those are valuable resources. It's a lot of good stuff that they got there. For this one, we did max out our planks, which is okay. Not the end of the world. Why don't we add on a couple more small piles for planks in this area. Planks. Planks. So that we can pick all this stuff up. And then you know what? These guys don't have very much in the way of decoration. So I would love to give them the classic treatment of beaver statue shrub. Build the beaver statue first. Okay, cool. So we have our water pumps. We are going to need to dynamite out. Okay, so this is going to have to be 6 wide. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be the width here. So why don't we do something like that? And let's prioritize this dynamite first. And then we can go ahead and start surrounding it with our levees. Just gonna get those out of the way so that they don't inadvertently block off that dynamite, because we need to get that dynamited. That is priority. We have a drought coming up, so let's see how we're doing for water storage here. We are definitely improving our water storage. That is not a question. And I'm going to have to go back one more. So let's get that dynamited out. And then we can continue the bridge. So we'll carry that over. I don't know if I can reach this whole region to get it dynamited out, but we will try. We will try our hardest. That is for sure. Most of our dynamite seems to be coming over here. Interestingly enough. Okay, and we could afford... Okay, so we have 20 unemployed. So let's do a little migration here. From Timberton to Waterworld, let's send them 16 maybe. And now we have 10 unemployed over here. But we are completely maxed out. And now we have 4 vacancies over here. So I might actually send them those 6 back. There we go. So now we have those. Now we have those workers back, and that's going to be good for when we build our distribution post, which we can now build because we have this clearing. So let's go into labor. Let's put a distribution post in here. Grab a path, pull it over. That's directly in line there. Man, don't you just love it when stuff works? The drought has started, so let's quickly... Pause. We'll leave 3 operational. But what did I want to put in here? I want to put a shrine right here over the water. That looks nice. Now, one thing that we definitely need here is a little medical area. So I'm going to run a path back here. Maybe curve it around like that so I can get some storage in there for medicine. So let's set our distribution limit for medicine. Medicine, max 60, minimum 20. And let's add a new route over here for medicine. Might as well unpause that since we have the workers for it. And man, we are really getting after it on, he's stranded. There we go. Get unstranded, little beaver. Oh, and I should have put those in first. There we go. And honestly, can probably reach those, no problem. So we'll just continue to lay the dynamite. And we're actually doing pretty good on the dynamite, although this is 2 levels that we have to go down. So we'll go down 1 level, then we'll take out this whole area, and we'll go down another level, and then we're gonna have to go down another level to really square it off. So it's gonna be a lot of building, that is for sure. I'm going to have them remove these 3 for now. Okay, so how are we doing on our water? Doing totally fine. Got a 6-day drought, or I think it's a 7-day drought. But we're doing fine. We've lost a decent amount here. That makes sense. But everything is still green, so we are doing just fine. We can go ahead and detonate that. Get rid of this path. Put that in. We can pause this just because we have no use for it yet. These are almost, they are almost producing the pine sap, which is good. Not maple syrup. Why are you getting maple syrup? Oh, they're coming down here and getting maple syrup. That's fine, I guess. I don't want you to do that, but you can. It's not a problem. But we're not quite at the maple syrup level yet. We are still at the pine sap level. However, we could probably come into here now and get the wood workshop, because we are going to be delivering pine sap over. So I might get 2 of those. And then what do we store? Do these... oh, logs. Do these store... yes, they do. Treated planks. I don't think we need a massive storage for them, but we'll go ahead and give them a storage for treated planks right there. As well as a storage here for the pine sap. And I'm going to have this fill with the pine sap, just because I don't know where our drop-off point is going to be. I might put it in like right here for this district. So let's come through here. Let's delete these. And then we can put in the distribution post. Let's get a levee. Let's get these levees back in there. And they built these, which is great. And I don't know, maybe you guys can kind of start to see it coming together. I can. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be awesome. Let's see how we're doing here. So we have 16 unemployed. That's nice. 7 unemployed here, 13 unemployed here. So we are doing totally fine when it comes to our workers. These are almost ready when it comes to the pine sap, which is really good. Let's get a path in here. Something like that. Okay, so they're not going to be able to reach over there. But now they can reach down there, so that is good. And they can get that laid. Okay, 4 days left in the drought. Let's see how we're doing on water. We're doing just fine. Just about 7,000 water stored, which is good to see. We do have our plank workshops ready to go. They're just waiting on the pine resin. And I have no idea if this is enough pine trees. I really don't. 7 days. 7 days to gather the pine. I don't know. I just don't know. Oh, we forgot to add in our medical beds. Might as well add those in now before we forget. And then I might add in a grindstone here and then a shrub there. Yeah, I don't know if that's enough pine trees for one guy to one tapper shack. So he's getting the pine. This is prioritized by haulers. We do have haulers. He's bringing it back, and now this goes straight back into 7 days. Interesting. Let's turn this back on. We'll probably go with 4. And let's add a new route, but I haven't built the drop-off point yet. So let's get that in there. Drop-off point. Right there. What is this? This is scrap metal. What have we been using our scrap metal for? I feel like we had more scrap metal. I guess not. Anyway, let's add a new route. We're going to go up here. We are going to drop off pine resin. And here for distribution limits, pine resin, let's say minimum of 100, maximum of 200. And we have 14. I'm kind of thinking that this one, I think this is going to work. I don't know how much pine resin do they need. 1 pine resin? Yeah, so it's 1 pine resin, 1 plank equals 1 treated plank. Okay, so that will work. Or at least in theory, that should work. Let's go ahead and delete off some of this. And some of that. I don't really know how high this is going to have to be, but my guess is pretty high. So we can let them work on that in the meantime, because they have the logs. Okay. So this is working pretty good. We are doing very good with our water still. We have plenty of water stored. We're only losing a little bit of wheat, and that is okay. Let's see how this district is doing. Yeah, so they are making the treated planks. Slowly, anyway. Now the question is, I don't really know. I'm going to prioritize that by haulers. Might as well. And I'm going to prioritize this by haulers as well. Actually, I'm going to prioritize all of the drop-off points by haulers. Might as well max those out. I see no reason not to. Max this one out. How are we doing with pine resin in here? We're doing okay. Now I want to see how well this guy can keep up. Just because I'm thinking one, by the time he finishes all of these trees, the next pines should be ready to be harvested. Yeah, and you can see the treated planks coming in here. Now, how many treated planks do we need? We need 50. 50 per water pump. That's a lot. Yeah, that is a lot. Okay, and there's actually a little earth there that I need to dynamite out, so we'll get that dynamited out so we can have a nice clean channel coming in here. Let's see, so these can go down 4. So I want to dynamite this out as well. So we'll have a little plunge pool in here. And then I'm going to levee across here. So I guess I really didn't need to lay these. So pick those back up because we don't want to waste the dynamite. But we do want to dynamite these out. So this will be our first... Oh no, we really didn't want to do that. Because we want it to be at the same level so it can flow back in. Oh no. And I'm nowhere near dirt excavators and robots and all that stuff. Oh man. Because that's bot only. Alright, well I guess we'll just fill that in with levees, I guess. Oops, that's not good. That's kind of embarrassing. That's okay though. It will still work. It will work the same way. Actually, you know what? They'll have a plunge pool. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry. Don't worry. Why is everybody worrying? Don't worry. I'm not worried. Okay, so we're going to want levees in here like so. And then we're going to want one that pumps up like this, and then one that pumps from this side. That's what we're going to want. And, you know, I'm just going to pause that. Don't build that yet. That is going to get built later on. Now, I guess we could run a path all the way down here. See if they can actually build that. And then similarly, we can run a path down here. Like that. Don't need that path. Something tells me, though, I am going to go higher, but for now, this is okay. So, we have all the dynamite laid. Let's blow it. And then we can go ahead and start to back this off. And let's see. Yeah, so that is close enough. So we'll start to back that off. And hopefully you can kind of see the beginnings of the water storage. I think this is going to work really well. I do. Now my question is, if I levee off here, Because I'm going to want like a tiered system going on. Pumps water from one side and discharges it on the other. More effective than a regular pump. Yes, I see that. Okay. And how did we do with our water? We did totally fine. And now we got all of our pumps back up and running. And we are doing great. So let's dynamite that off. Let's back this out to there. Continue to run the dynamite. And these need power. So that is the other side of this project that we haven't really talked about yet, is the need for power. Oh man, we got lots of treated planks coming in here. We got tons of resin. This is awesome. This is going great. And it pretty much seems like these guys are moving the resin as soon as it gets delivered. Which is great, honestly. I would rather that be the case. I mean, is there any reason to not build this? I guess they can start building it. Screw it. Ooh, metal blocks. Yeah. Okay, so we can build 3. But then we'll need to get these going. Oh, and this needs treated planks too. Oh no. I guess we'll unpause those. They're going to need 200 treated planks. That is quite a few. That is a significant sum of treated planks. So what I might do... do something like this. I'm going to put path here. No, that seems like a really dumb place to put treated plank storage. Very dumb. Yeah, don't build that. Don't listen to me. Screw it, you can build those. Okay, what if we put them in here? Like just 2 sets of treated plank storage. So if I go into storage, I go small pile, 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 treated planks. So now we can send them 60. Let's find the treated planks. I'm going to send them 30, a high of 30, and a low of... we'll do 20 and 60. We can send them back if we need to. So let's come in here now. Let's add a new route, and let's send them treated planks. I really don't know how many people, how many goods these distribution places can actually handle. But we do have some more vacancies in this district. 6. I was going to build another distribution post, but I don't really know if I can afford it. I mean, I might as well just queue it up, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. How are we doing on explosives? Not great. Not terrible. But we can come in here and lay a little bit more. A little bit more explosives. Can they really not reach this one? Oh, they can. They just didn't finish it. They can. And this is getting built. Oh, this has everything to be built. That is awesome. And now if I get the next one. Yeah, so this one will go down to there. So then I'll want another one. Let's see. Let's get this cleared out. Let's see if I can go all the way. Oh, and just one? Yeah, so now they can reach all of those. I kind of think that I actually want one tile of separation between these. You're going to see why, but what it means is that I'm going to have to shift these over. So if that's the case, let's go with levy. So I want one tile of separation and then 3. Something like that. So I really only had to delete that one section. Oh, man. The things I do, you know? Anyway. How are we doing? I think this is going to bring us to the end of this episode, guys. We are getting there. We are certainly getting there. So we're gonna continue. There's gonna be a lot of dynamiting going on. I'll probably do what we did a few episodes back, which is I'm gonna let the beavers accumulate some level of dynamite before I drag you guys back into another one of these episodes, so that hopefully we can make a little bit more progress. But I think for the most part we are doing great. We do have another distribution. Yeah, you know what? We'll deal with it in the next episode. If you guys made it this far and you enjoyed this video, definitely consider subscribing to the channel for more content. Leaving a like and a comment really helps with the engagement, and it's motivating to see. Let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know how your day's going, whatever you guys want. And until the next time, I will see you. So have a great day. Thanks. Bye.